The doctor is in, and today it's pediatrician Dr. Robert Wittrock from Ascension St. John Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine. And today we're talking about Christmas decoration safety. Dr. Wittrock, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
This is something that maybe some parents don't even think about. I really haven't thought about it either, but if you have a kid, there are some dangers when it comes to decorating for Christmas.
Right, absolutely. These are things that we kind of got to think about, at least moderately, and I don't mean to be a Grinch or a fun hater with this kind of stuff, but some basic safety controls can really prevent a trip to the ER or your kid getting really sick. So some of the main things I want us to remember are, the main thing is fire control, fire safety. So whenever you have a tree, make sure it's fresh. A nice way to tell is if you take the little spindles and bend them and they don't snap, that means it's probably more of a fresh tree. It's got some water in it. Or make sure that the fake tree that you have is fire resistant. Make sure the fireplace or candles are far away from it. Yep, that's
we have some video
case
here.
Right there.
That is crazy, and they go up so fast too.
Oh yeah, and it can be pretty dangerous, especially if it's the middle of the night and everyone's sleeping or something like that. So these are just things to kind of remember. Other things to remember is a lot of times ornaments are really important to keep in mind, especially ones that are kind of hanging low. Mm-hmm. So the important ones you may want to put a little bit higher up from toddlers or little kids that can reach up for it. Make sure that they're things that they're not easily swallowable or easily breakable.
And you've mentioned before that you do see some kids that ingest actually some of these things and swallow it, which you said sometimes that cannot be good.
Yeah, sometimes it's not great, especially if there's magnets or there's a battery inside of it. That can be pretty dangerous, or if it's particularly sharp. These things can also be choking hazards too.
Right.
Other things to remember is even if it's a new light set for your Christmas tree, go through each little light bulb, check it, inspect it for any damage or any frayed wires, because that can lead to shock.
Yeah.
Other things to remember, mistletoe, holly, poinsettias, other kinds of Christmas plants, if they're real plants, they can be toxic. They can make a kid vomit or actually pretty sick. Also, that's a common cause of sickness in pets, too. So let's also remember.
Yeah, definitely. We have some poinsettias here. These are fake. Yep. Just letting everyone know at home. But that.
Yeah, and don't eat them anyway.
Yeah. Definitely. But then also, toddlers especially, they like to get into everything.
Absolutely.
And my niece is almost 2 years old, and she likes to go up to the Christmas tree and stuff too. So I guess the key is maybe just really watch your kids like anything else.
Right. Watch our kids. For my daughter's 9 months old now, and she's really crawling a lot. So it's important to keep an eye on them, but also make sure it's safe with some barriers between them and the tree. So like put a couch in front of it, put a little gate in front of it. That way they can't actually get to the tree.
Yep, great advice for a lot of stuff.
For sure,
All right, Dr. Wittrock, thanks so much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
If you have a question for Dr. Wittrock or any of the doctors we have here on The Noon Show, just email them to us at noonshow@griffin.news or go to our Facebook page and send us a message.